Power doesn't always come from thrones, armies, or elections. Sometimes it comes from the shadows, built quietly, strategically, and over generations. One of the clearest examples is the rise of John D. Rockefeller, the son of a con artist who became the richest man in human history. His empire wasn't built on luck. It was built on ruthless strategy. When the Supreme Court broke up Standard Oil into 34 separate companies, it was meant to weaken him. Instead, it made him richer. He owned shares in every piece of the empire. And when those pieces grew, multiplied, and dominated global energy, Rockefeller's wealth exploded. Power didn't disappear. It decentralized, expanded, and became harder to trace. But Rockefeller was not alone. Throughout modern history, a small group of families has quietly shaped more of the world than any government ever has. Their influence crosses borders, industries, and political systems. They don't rule nations, they rule the systems nations depend on. Finance, energy, trade, information. Their names appear in archives, corporate registries, and old diplomatic cables, not because they seek attention, but because their reach is too vast to hide completely. Some call it conspiracy, others call it continuity. But whatever the label, the pattern is unmistakable. Power concentrates, generation after generation. And behind that concentration lies one of the most persistent claims of all, that a single family controls the money supply of almost every country on Earth. Whether exaggerated or partially true, the idea persists because global finance is built on opacity. Central banks, private banking dynasties, international clearing systems, they operate behind layers of policy, law, and tradition. Most people never see how money actually moves, who sets the rules, or who benefits when currencies rise and fall. In a world where wealth determines influence, the family that controls the flow controls the future. But modern power isn't only inherited, it's engineered. In 1985, Blackstone began with just $400,000. Today, it manages over $1.3 trillion across real estate, healthcare, technology, infrastructure, and private credit. They bought thousands of homes after the housing crash, turning neighborhoods into investment portfolios. They acquired hospitals, data centers, logistics networks, everyday essentials transformed into financial assets. When people say, "the world is owned," they often mean companies like Blackstone. Because while governments debate policy, private equity rewrites reality. Quietly, efficiently, permanently. Power doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it grows in silence, through empires, families, and firms that reshape the world without ever stepping into the spotlight. And by the time the public notices, the structure has already changed. You be the judge. If you're awake, then the message is already clear. Support the movement. Show where you stand. Some choices echo long after the moment has passed.